There's so many pros to living in Thousand Oaks. What a fantastically beautiful place to be. There's a lot of sites out there detailing some of the pros to Thousand Oaks, including the great schools, outdoor activities, and cultural events.
We're going to be giving you some information that you might not just find everywhere else on the web. We're going to be delving deep into some things that are a little controversial and might make you feel a little uncomfortable, but that's because we feel it's really important for our viewers to really understand a city before they decide to move there.
Thousand Oaks is known for being a safe community with a low crime rate and a very active neighborhood watch program.
They really do take their neighborhood watch seriously. While we were filming our last video in Thousand Oaks, a resident came up to us and asked, "What are you doing? And why are you here?" And we are a really tight-knit community and we really look after each other. We don't think that you should be filming here. Can you go somewhere else? So, of course we did, because we don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable, but it really did show how seriously they do take neighborhood watch.
A big pro for Thousand Oaks is it was recently picked as one of the top 10 safest cities to live in California by safestcities.com. They get their info from the FBI, and they also reported that violent crime and property crime had dropped every year since 2020.
Now, Thousand Oaks, like 4 other cities in Ventura County, doesn't have the resources to have their own police department. So they contract out over to the Ventura County Sheriff's Department. Now, Police Scorecard has given a score to the Ventura County Sheriff's Department of 55% out of 100. And one of the things that really plays into that is the funding. The police department is in the bottom 1/4 percentile in California for police funding.
Hey, if you live in Thousand Oaks, please leave a comment below. Let us know what your thoughts are on the police force and also any of the other topics we're covering in this video.
The weather here is amazing. It's cooler than the neighboring Westlake Village and Agora Hills, and you just have these perfect days where you don't have to wear a sweater or anything else. However, in the summer, some of the days do get to be over 100 degrees, and that can be a little uncomfortable. But most homes in Thousand Oaks have a pool or a central air, and they're located pretty close to the beach.
One thing to keep in mind is the drought has been really bad here in the recent past. In 2022, the Conejo Garden reported that the city of Thousand Oaks was attempting to phase out all private lawns within the city, and that they were encouraging residents to report on each other for water violations, which could vary anywhere from $100 to $500, and also to even restrict water usage for people who were violating the water restrictions.
So you're going to see homes that have false grass around, a lot of xeriscaping, or maybe just not unkept around here now.
Yeah, just something to keep in mind. Even though we've had a ton of rain recently, if we head back to drought conditions, it's something that could come up again.
Because Thousand Oaks is located so close to the mountains, you're going to have a great outdoor lifestyle. You'll be able to go hiking and biking and horseback riding in the mountains and go to all these different parks. But with that vicinity, when there is a drought, there is a higher concern for wildfires. Now, the rule of thumb is if you can see the mountains and open space from your front yard or backyard, you might have a difficult time getting wildfire insurance. Now, California has you covered. They have the Fair Plan coverage, where if you are declined wildfire coverage by 3 on-market insurance agencies, then you can get coverage through them. However, they don't cover your personal property, or if you have other buildings on the site, such as a shed, and they don't cover for water damage, and it's also a lot more expensive.
A big pro for the houses in the city is the vast majority of the roofs on the houses are either concrete or clay tile, which number one have a much better fire rating, but also those are lifetime roofs, as compared to an asphalt composition shingle roof, which is going to wear out much faster with the sun exposure, the heat, and also the Santa Ana winds.
And also with the amount of rain we've been having lately, we're going outside and seeing that we have a lot of granules from our own asphalt shingle roof. So it just really gets weathered.
Yeah. A big area of concern for local residents relates to environment and health, stemming from contamination from a nearby nuclear testing lab facility from the 1950s. The Ventura County Star reported that because of the Woolsey fire in 2018, a recent study had reported that contamination had spread from that area with the wind and the ash into Thousand Oaks, Simi Valley, and Oak Park.
Now, this is a big concern because the site was supposed to be cleaned by 2017. However, the companies, such as Boeing, which were supposed to clean it, have actually started to ask to have it become a historic site so they don't even have to ever clean it. Now, some research has shown that there is a higher rate of cancer in this area, such as the Public Health Institute California Breast Cancer Map has stated the chance of getting breast cancer in Thousand Oaks is 10 to 20% higher than in most of California. And in 1990, there was other research done that showed in a 2-mile radius of the site that there was a higher chance of getting leukemia, Hodgkin's lymphoma, and men were showing a higher rate of bladder cancer. A documentary that just recently came out called In Dark Valley really goes into the history of this site and what the families who live in the area are really trying to do to make sure this cleanup happens.
There is conflicting research that's been reported, so we'll put links for you from what we found in the Show More section below.
It's really important that you do your own research and decide what you feel comfortable with.
And it's important to know that if you are buying real estate in this area, you will have to sign stating that you are aware of this potential problem.
Now, pro or con, it all depends on who you are, but Thousand Oaks used to be known as a GOP stronghold, but the last election showed that it's becoming a little more purplish. The mayor and 2 out of 4 city council members are affiliated with the Republican Party.
Regardless of citizens' political affiliations, Thousand Oaks residents are known for being community-oriented and friendly. And Thousand Oaks was recently picked by Niche.com as being the #2 best city to live in all of Ventura County.
So one thing that we have found that is an absolute positive are the streets in Thousand Oaks. It's like driving on butter. In 2022, they resurfaced every street in the neighborhoods.
Just ask residents from nearby Ventura what a big deal that is. Ventura is unfortunately known for having some of the worst roads in Ventura County with tons of potholes, which we can testify that we have driven in with what we thought was going to be disastrous results for our car.
And some people may feel that Thousand Oaks is getting to be a lot more congested, but there's less traffic in the city than LA. And if you're needing to travel to LA for work or pleasure, you'll want to go when it isn't the rush hour because at that time it can be about 3 times as long to get there, or if you go during a rainstorm.
A big pro for Thousand Oaks is while homelessness has been on the rise in most of Ventura County, it was recently reported that there is a 40% decline in homelessness in Thousand Oaks.
We hope that you have found this video to be informative and helpful.
We are real estate agents, so if you're either buying or selling in Ventura County, please give us a call. We would love to help you.